Ooh, giant arrow. All right, Mr. Gaku. Giant arrow, earthquake, lightning spells. Both poison towers go down? Welcome back, ladies and gentlefish. We got Navi, we got Exotic Dot, and I hope that this is going to be a juicy matchup in hard mode in the PCL tournament. Okay, I don't know if I've seen these guys, Exotic Dot, play before, but hopefully they put up a good show. We got Claus actually going first here for Navi today. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. We'll see what he brings to the table. A lot of invisibility spells. He's actually rocking with dragons today and not the Root Riders. Alright. Spirit Fox goes down pretty early. We still got like a million invis spells though. We'll see if we can keep her alive. Probably a haste vial to work with her as well. There's an X invisibility. Town Hall hits her again. One more invis. Boom, boom. 5 more invis, to be honest. Force her straight to the Town Hall. Ooh. Dang it, Claus. That invis was so late. Ooh. King on the right. Siege Barracks on the right as well. They're going to do their thing over there. And we send the dragons toward the Town Hall to try and recover this. Gosh, it's going to be so awkward, though. Awkward, awkward, awkward. What do you even do? Pop Warden ability early. Minion Prince goes for the Barbarian King, gets stuck on him for a while. Rage Towers on the defenses. One bat spell used on the left side of the base. Okay, sure. Sure. Furnaces out of the Siege Barracks over on the east side of the base. The Town Hall does finally go down. Had to use the Minion Prince ability on it, which is kind of unfortunate. Still got 3 invis spells. Might as well use them for percent, my guy. Come on. Invis your Minion Prince, dude. Finally. Finally. Should honestly do it again. Oh yeah, pick up that Scatua Schwartz. So got a handful of dragons on the left. Minion Prince will pick up the scatter shot. Will make his way toward the monolith, but he's just going to get wrecked right there. Down he goes. Still manages to pick up okay percent. Not amazing. Really need to get into the 90s for it to be good percent these days. He's managing to get close, man. Those furnaces still putting in work on the right side. It's going to end up being like an 85, or does he not get the expo? I guess he doesn't get the expo. Nice try, Mr. Claus. Open up the match with an 84%. Solitude from Exotic Dot. Bringing in Root Riders as well. We got an E-Titan. We got a recall spell. Sure, sure, sure. We're going to use a handful of invises, then recall her the heck out of there. Cool. Cool. Pick up these Teslas on the right. A little unexpected, but we'll get them. Can he get back in for the scatter shot? I don't know. Only 1 invis spell left. We're going to get the air defense. With the Spirit Fox invisibility, he might be able to... No, not even going to try. Just go ahead and recall right there. Rocket balloons on the northwest. Cool. Wizard. Barbarian King. Wizard gets blasted by the mortar immediately. Skeleton spell and log launcher. Now, Wizard didn't really set that funnel for the king, so we got to use a super barb. That'll work. That'll work. Those air skellies don't know what to do. They'll come into play later, though. Giga Bomb goes off. Blast the king into the air, but who cares? Ice Golem with the queen. She's also got the Frosty, but the Frosty's dead. Send the Root Riders on the right side of the base. Here we go. Log launcher. Takes out the Town Hall area. That's nice. King doing his thing, but already popped his ability. Queen goes inside. Root Riders go through the wall. We deploy the Valkyries late. We deploy the Royal Champion a second time. Pop the Warden ability. Everybody's safe for now. We drop a Rage spell. We get the Fire Spitter. We'll get the Scatua shot. We're going to Overgrowth on the left. Healers in the core doing their thing. Freeze not only hits the monolith, but it hits the Minion Prince too. Cool. Royal Champion's still looking good. We're popping her Rocket Spear ability. I am afraid her Rocket Spears are going to get wasted on the king, but no, she actually goes for the defenses still. Sweet. Queen on the outside of the base. We got her ability. Gonna have to use it pretty soon. She's gonna have the action figure and the magic mirror. Pretty classic combo these days. Royal Champion on the bottom, going invisible time after time again. That Spirit Fox still alive, still kicking, still getting great value. The E-Titan that he brought to join the fight with the Root Riders, that E-Titan stayed alive. Wow. And is getting such great value. That E-Titan has its own Electro Boots, you know? That's all they did for the Royal Champion when they made that Electro Boots equipment. They just straight up said, hey, let's just turn her into an E-Titan. This is going to work, huh? Champion gets a scatter shot. She's going for this multi-archer tower. Spirit Fox still alive. Goes invisible again. 99% and 1 hundo. It's a triple for Exotic Dot. And they have the lead over NAVI 3-2. NAVI Stars. That's the next attack for us. Cool. More Root Riders. Who would have guessed? Has Stars has been doing some dragons every once in a while, but I think lately at least he's been using mostly Root Riders. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. He's got a troop launcher on this one. He's got the Sneezy with the Grand Warden. An overgrowth spell ready to rock and roll. Sweet. World Champion gonna get the multi-arch tower. Gonna go right over a Giga Bomb potentially. That's okay though. Oh, we're actually gonna recall. I wish he would have let her trigger it before recalling. Might not matter. Root Riders down south. Healers, Grand Warden, Apprentice Warden, Balloon, Valkyries, King and Queen at 6 o'clock to walk to the left. Yes, sir. Valkyries do their thing. We got a Headhunter, Troop Launcher in the mix. Redeploy the Royal Champion. Sweet. King Queen should go get the Town Hall here. The pathing looks great. Root Riders make their way to the core. We still have the Overgrowth. Interesting to see how he will use it. Popping the Warren ability and not using the Overgrowth just yet. I think he's trying to see if he can get the Monolith without using the Overgrowth. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to use the Overgrowth way later in the back. Queen stayed on the outside of the base. Spiky Ball hits the Monolith and some Valkyries. Now some Giants going to go take it out. Good news. Down goes the Monolith. Royal Champion on the right side of the base. Popping her Rocket Spear abilities now. Queen used her ability. Got Healer Puppet with Magic Mirror. No action figure for Mr. Stars. Down goes that Ricochet Cannon. Overgrowth spell going to expire soon. Question is, can we get everything? It's got a lot of Yetis from the Troop Launcher. Got Healer still alive. Sneezy still alive. Royal Champion still kicking. Trying to get some value. We got Giants for the back end. Multi-Archer Tower. We're dropping that last Rage Bell. We got Freeze as well. It's looking good for Mr. Stars. How about that? Stars is going to get it done and get Navi right back in this match. Koala. What can you do? Mr. Koala. It's a cool name. It's the same old attack army we're used to seeing. Royal Champion on the north, gonna get some value, then we'll recall her the heck out of there, see how he can use these Root Riders. Alright, no big deal. Hopefully see something cool. Get the Fire Spitter out of the way. Maybe get the Poison Tower too. Yes, we do. Go ahead and recall her the heck out of there. Boom. Spirit Fox still alive. That's a nice bonus. Nice touch. Giant arrow through the middle of the base. What in the world? Okay. Alright. That giant arrow does not pick up the air defense on the back end, but I don't think he cares at all about that air defense. What did he get with the giant arrow? I can't even tell. I don't know. But here we go with Root Riders from the northwest. Sweet. Log Launcher. Going to be able to get the Inferno Tower and the Monolith thanks to that Earthquake spell helping out. That's beautiful. I like it when the Log Launcher actually gets good value. Did the Queen die super early? That's unfortunate. Ew. Healers transition over to the King, but they're going to get blasted as well. King goes down too. Poison spell in the Furnace. It's up to the Root Riders, the Grand Warden, the Royal Champion. Going to make their way into the middle section of the base. We do have the Overgrowth spell to help everybody out. Force them toward the Town Hall. Yep, there's the Overgrowth on the bottom side of the base. Yetis can pick up that Inferno Tower. We're pretty much out of Root Riders though. We're just raging the Royal Champion, freezing the Town Hall. Yeti's trying to get some more value. Popping the Rocket Spear ability. Skellington spell, okie dokie. Invis for the champion, that barely keeps her alive. Woo. Wow. Champion goes down. I don't even know what was hitting her. Nothing was hitting her there. Was it just the damage over time effects of the Town Hall beams that hit her like a long time ago? I guess. Oof. This fizzles out fast. And we're going to be all tied up now, 5-5. And who's going to have the percent? Well, Claus got like a 84, so it looks like NAVI are going to have the percent. By a good chunk, too. 15 buildings or so. Maybe 16. Nice try here. Yatta has super witches. Ayo, that's interesting. Little fireball there with an earthquake spell to get us started. Did a lot of damage to the enemy royal champion as well. Sweet. Rage Gem on the Grand Warden. Got the Sneezy to help him out. Hello, Flame Flinger. That's cool. Sweet. We do have the mortar there, so that's a little interesting in the choice. But we drop all the super witches down south. Sweet. They'll be able to reach the air defense, so we delay the healers, drop them a little bit lower. Perfect. Queen at 6 o'clock. Yes, yes, yes. Ice Golem to help out. Sneezy sending boogers, which boogers are like the best cocoa balloons ever. It's like you don't even need cocoa balloons anymore now that you have boogers. Flame Flinger is going to get targeted here by the mortar. He didn't really have any sort of plan for that. But oh well. Should hopefully still be able to get the fire spitter. No, it's going to die. Ugh. Warden's on 1 HP, man. He's barely alive. Hanging in there. Healer switched to him for a second. That's good news. Flame Flinger busts open. Super Minion's going to be able to get the fire spitter, though, hopefully. Queen doing her thing. King with the wall break on the left side. Going to have access to a ton of stuff. We dropped the jump spell. We dropped the rage. Queen got targeted, but now she's okay. A second jump spell. Double jump. Super witch attack. Warden somehow gets way out in front. Just gets absolutely wrecked by the monolith. Why is that Warden got to be like that? I don't even know what he was targeting, bro. Pop the Queen ability. Got a magic mirror. Super Minions are all dead. Royal Champion alone now on the left side of the base after the King goes down too. Queen ability. We got 3 Queens. They take out the Town Hall with ease. We drop the last Rage in the core. Still got a Royal Champion ability. She hits the Tornado Trap spinning in circles. We got a freeze. Giant for the back end. We got a Headhunter. He tries sending it from the left side of the base. Pops the Royal Champ ability. Can the Headhunter stay alive? Ooh, the King goes down, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It looks like it's going to be a triple for Mr. Yatta. Woo! Ayo. How about that? Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Super Witches for Yatta, and he gets it done. Now NAVI are looking good in this match. Camellia. For Exotic Dot, they have to triple again to keep up with NAVI. And maybe they can. We'll see. That'd be cool if they do. Get a really close match here. Royal Champion with some invis spells, then the Root Riders. I mean, I don't gotta tell you how this strategy works. You've seen it probably 74 times in the last 3 days alone. Drops the recall before that scatter shot goes down. Probably could have just waited at least half a second longer. Sneezy on the Archer Queen is a cool combo. We got the King with her. We got the Ice Golem. The Root Riders all go for the scatter shot. Sure. Troop Launcher in the mix. Warden, Royal Champion, Valkyries. Drop the Valks a little late, so they all go to the side with the King and the Queen. Pop the Warden ability. Yeti from the Troop Launcher helping out. Monolith doing a lot of damage. Are we going to overgrowth that Monolith? Probably could, and he does. Yes, that'll force everybody through the core and into the Town Hall, so I do like the placement. It does mean the Monolith will stay alive, and we'll have to worry about it again later, but oh well. This does make the pathing better. Skeleton spell on the left to distract some of those heavy-hitting defenses. Last barrel from the Troop Launcher thrown into the middle. King still alive with ability. Wow. Pop his ability right now. Boom. Spiky ball. Oh, yeah. Cool. Did he have a snake bracelet too? Probably. Yeti's popping on the bottom side of the base. Queen's got that action figure. Giant doing some work. Royal Champion picks up the scatter shot. We got her rocket spears. We got a skeleton spell distracting. Down goes the Monolith. That's beautiful. He might have a shot here. This could potentially be another triple for Exotic Dot. Champion on the left with the Spirit Fox still getting more value. Spirit Fox does eventually die here. Champion probably going to die to the Expo. Hold on, it's low. Can she get it? Can she get it? Yeah, she gets it, and she triggers the Giga Bomb and the Giant Bomb before the Queen gets over there. That's beautiful. And the Root Rider's going to open the walls for the Queen. That's even better. He's got plenty of time. The queen is at full health. The Root Rider activates the tornado trap as well, so the queen won't even get stuck in it. It's going to be another 3-star for Exotic Dot, and they keep up with Navi 8-8. Wow. Cool stuff. Let's see what you got, Mr. Kazuma, with a whole bunch of dragons. Sweet. We'll get the Inferno Tower down. We'll get the Teslas. We'll get the multi-Archer Tower. Why is there always got to be a dog barking when I make a video? You might not have been able to hear that one, I don't know. Ooh, that's a great invis, bro. Look at that, dude. Wow. Gets the champion to go to the town hall afterwards with the next one. Cool. Pops the haste vial, gets the town hall. Then we're going for the fire spitter. Town hall does go down there in the aura damage. That's beautiful. What is this placement? He gets her to go for the other fire spitter. He thinks that's more important. We still got one more. That's the last invis. And dropping it like that made it to where you don't get the fire spitter or the inferno. Man, it's not like he's just swagged the last invis. It actually costed him the fire spitter doing it like that. Like, what the? I'm sorry, Kazuma, but that last invis was not the move. That kind of screwed him. Oh well, doesn't matter actually, because the dragons are gonna go behind this fire spitter. So okay. We do have the Warden ability coming up in a few seconds, probably. Queen dealing with the Ice Golems with the help of a Valkyrie on the bottom side of the base. Rocket Balloons up top. Go in for the air defense. They're going to be able to take that out. That's good news. Good news. Hey, man, he's been really patient with this Warden ability. He actually let a bunch of dragons die. But now we're popping it and dropping the Rage spell and still have a Minion Prince ability. We still got a Siege Barracks, dude. Does he even know? He's going to drop it at 9 o'clock? He's gonna drop it with the queen. That's funny. Ice Golem hits a spring trap, of course. Those darn spring traps. Drop a minion at 9, might as well. Got more dragons still working on the north side of the base with the Grand Warden to help support. Queen fighting the enemy queen, looking good. P.E.K.K.A.'s Wizards getting some value. Poison Tower does hit the friendly Archer Queen. Slows her down quite a bit. We're gonna have to pop her ability soon. She cannot reach the scatter shot. But this is looking pretty good for Kazuma. Minion Prince still vibing. Sneezy still spitting out boogers. Super Minions will clean up the scatter shot with ease. That's a 3-star all day long for Mr. Kazuma. Gonna be another triple for Navi. Wow, lots of triples in this match. What can you do, Exotic Dot? The pressure is really on. Navi are not slowing down. They started off with a rough hit from Claus, and then it's just triple, triple, triple. But to be fair, Exotic Dot are still keeping up. If they can triple this attack too, they are still very much in this. Royal Champion from the left, the exact same army. Oh my gosh. Part of me is actually just so tired of commentating Root Rider attacks. I feel like I have to do it 7 out of every 10 attacks. This meta is just frustrating. At least it's not like the town... Well, I don't know. Is it as bad as the Town Hall 16 meta? I don't know. Because at Town Hall 16, it was like, if you saw they brought Root Riders, you already knew it was a triple. And so that made it like even less fun. But at least in this meta, it's like, even if they bring Root Riders, you don't know it's a triple. Like, a lot of these attacks are still failing. Although at the same time, an additional thought here, is it just me, or are these pro teams starting to get higher hit rates lately? Like, very lately. Like, this last couple of weeks, all of a sudden they're starting to figure out how to triple more often than they did a month ago. I don't know. I guess they're just starting to really figure it out, how to do these attacks properly without messing up. Although, let's be real, they all still mess up. I'm not judging though, I mess up too. We got the Warden in the middle of the base, gonna be able to pop his ability here. Don't even have a max Warden, dude, that's wild. He just dropped a free spell on his troop launcher by accident. What the? Or was it an Ice Golem on defense that the booger was killing? I don't even know. It might be the latter. Overgrowth on the right. Tons of Root Riders moving through the middle of the base. Dude, don't tell me this is gonna be another triple. Without even having a max Warden or a max King. Oh my gosh. What a gamer, dude. What a gamer. Rage the Royal Champion. Was that the right move? Because she barely gets the scatter shot. Hold on. Look at this giant raged up. Just boom. And boom. Down goes the Expo. Woo! This is a 3-star, dude. Oh my gosh. This is going to come down to the final 2 attacks. NAVI still have the percentage lead by like 16 buildings. But geez, these guys are tripling almost every attack too. Wow. Ooh, giant arrow. All right, Mr. Gaku. Giant arrow, earthquake, lightning spells. Both poison towers go down? Yo, that was kind of cool. I like that. Something different in this meta. Sweet. Queen has boogers from the Sneezy. Trying to distract the air defense. Hopefully we don't lose healers here. We're going to lose at least one. That booger might finish off the air defense. Yes, so we only lost 1 healer. We got the warden with the queen. Alright. Got both spell towers with that giant arrow trick. Dude, I like it. I like it. King on the bottom side of the base with a yak. We're going really old school with this attack. Busting out the yak. Dropping a troop launcher. And I like how he dropped it delayed like that. I think it gets more value when you drop it delayed. Too many people are dropping it like immediately as soon as you drop the Root Riders. And I think that's just the wrong way to go about it. Ice Golems are freezing us a little bit. We're waiting for the Queen to finally finish off the Fire Spitter. Good news. Now we're going to get the Town Hall. Great news. King on the left side of the base with the yak. Still yakking along. We still have the Overgrowth spell. Funny enough. We're fighting the Bard King. We're losing the Root Riders. Ugh. Skeleton spell on the left. Royal Champion using her Rocket Spear here. Going to be able to clear the Inferno Tower. Everybody going left. Troop Launcher launches its last barrel. I got a bunch of spells. That's the thing. The Monolith is the only major threat, and we're going to Overgrowth it right now. Okay. The Royal Champion would be dead right now if he did not Overgrowth that Monolith. We could still rage. We could still freeze. We got a king ability, dude. If this is a triple, then it's game over. NAVI win. And it's looking great. He's got 4 heroes. All 4 heroes are still alive. Oh my gosh. Rage, freeze. I think this is game over. Gaku OP with the giant arrow trick. He's able to get the triple, and NAVI win the match. Look at this base, dude. This straight up just feels like a Legends base. Bunch of invis spells. Quake, Fireball. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful opener. That Fireball got some pretty good value, not gonna lie. Healers on the Grand Warden. Hello, Lava Hound and Battle Blimp. Is he going with a Blizz after all that? No way. It landed on the wrong side of the wall. Oh, that's unfortunate, bro. And he didn't have any wall breakers. Oh, man. You can so afford to take wall breakers in that situation. Like, just 2 wall breakers. Normal wall breakers. Not even super wall breakers. And with the Rage spell, they would bust open that wall. That's a rip. He was supposed to get more value with that Blizz. Like, through the multi-gear tower and the Inferno tower. They did bounce the Monolith, which is kind of crazy, though. Anyways, Queen, Warden, walking down the right side of the base. We dropped the poison on the Furnace. That's nice. Rage Gem from the Grand Warden, going to help out a ton. This guy thinks he's playing Creative Master Series with these entries. A couple wall breakers on the right side of the base. King going with the Queen and the Grand Warden. Another juicy wall break. All the wall breaks are good over there. Earthquake Boots opens everything up anyway. Minion Prince from the left side of the base. Look at that. Okay. Drop a rocket balloon to help him out. Pop his ability. Dark Orb, Metal Pants, classic stuff. Queen heading to the outside of the base. Uh-oh. 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 We freeze the Town Hall. We pop the Magic Mirror, but this is getting sketchy. Nobody's going for the Town Hall. Get the Inferno Tower, and we're still skipping the Town Hall. One Queen goes for it. One Queen. A Clone Queen. Sneezy goes down. Healers are getting a hit. Come on, get that Town Hall. Imagine the Queen expires. Rip. Dude, that Town Hall is so low, too. Oh, gosh. Wow, wow, wow. Should have been 14-13, let's be honest. Ends up being 14-12. Either way, it's a big old W for Navi with some great attacks that we saw here today. GG.